Hi Wifo, Mrs Jones back again. We've got sketching skills part 2 today. So I've got my pencil. I'm going to make sure that I pick it up a little bit further up. Remember, not right at the edge like this. I'm going to hold it further back. To warm us up first, I'm going to get our wrist going. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to do some of those circles again. Okay. Got my pencil and I'm not moving my arm, I'm just moving my wrist. You see, we're just going to practice that movement. Doesn't matter that they're not perfect because these are just our warm-up exercises, remember. If we do little ones, and let's see how big you can do a big circle. See if you can get it smaller, like a spiral. Okay, so we've just warmed our wrists up that way. So let's warm our wrists up backwards and forwards. So I'm going to start there. Again, look, I'm holding it on the inside. I'm going to go backwards, ups and down, just moving that wrist movement. And I'm going to do it the other way as well. Okay. Get that hand moving. Right, are we all ready to begin? Today we're going to be looking at scumbling. We've looked at this already. I'm going to write it on the sheet so you can see how it's spelled. Scumbling. We've actually looked at it we've already looked at this already in class, but we've used it in a slightly different way. So I'm just going to draw that circle that I've just done there. And we've used it quite loosely. Can you remember? It's the wigglies. Like this. And we've used it quite big and loose. And then we've put in depth by layering it. And we talked about the more we layer it, the darker it gets. Okay, I've done that one quickly, but you can see it's quite a rough surface that we've produced. We're going to try that, a different scumbling, more smaller techniques this time. And it's really good for when we're doing portraits and things like that. For example, if I was to draw like a nose shape and put the outline in, can you see I've got such like a nose shape there. Okay, now nobody in real life has got a line like that around their nose, have they? No. So what we're going to do is we're going to move that away and we're going to build it up, and we're going to use scumbling, but this time we're going to use a softer, smaller circle. Can you see that? So I'm going to go down one edge, and already I've lost that line. And I'm going to move that circle backwards and forwards to remove that line. Now it's not nowhere near finished yet, but I'm going to go on to the other side, and again I'm going to start doing that backwards and forwards. And also, can you see I'm using the side of my pencil slightly and not my point. If I use my point, let me just show you, if I use my point, okay, but if I use my flat, I get a wide, it covers more, doesn't it? So I'm going to do that. I'm using the wiggly round. Okay, now I'm going to make this side here darker because when we're doing it, we always have a light source coming in. You can see at the moment the light, if it was coming in, it would be at the front, but I'm going to make this side a little bit darker. I'm going to scumble it round. Okay, I'm going to burn it going around that edge. So already we can't see that line already, but it's still a way. If that was a nose, we'd still need something here, so I'm going to put a little bit more shading, pressing on really lightly, look. Okay, and I'm just going to do those circle movements, this type of scumbling to go around. Then I can build it up again, and we build up the layers. We don't need to press on, remember, we can just build up those layers to sort of like put our shading in. Okay, I'm just going to come around here, and I'm just going to scumble across doing our shading. Okay, and we'll do this on the other side too. We'll put some shading in over here. Oops, can you see? And we go. We do it ever so lightly, moving that arm around and round. And again, I'm now going to start putting some more layers in for this side of the nose. Can you see? And I'm just going to blend that out because I don't want it to look, again, like a line. I'm going to bring that across there, so really light. We need a light source. And then again around here. So we'll get rid of that. We can still see this line here. We need to get rid of that. So we're going to do those little circles to get rid of that line. And I'm going to make it a bit darker there. Look round and round for like the nostril at the bottom of your nose. You see that? Okay, so it's already looking more like a nose rather than just a line. I'm going to put some more shading in here, and the shading I'm using is with the scumbling technique. Remember that? Move round and round. Okay, and make it a little bit more defined on this side. And again, because we're building it up, the layers, we're taking our time with it. Okay, and if I was going up to the eyes around here, and again, look, nice light movements. So we can see that looks more like a nose than if it was just a nose drawn like that. And that's what we started with, and that's what it looks like now. And that's by using that fine scumbling technique. Okay, I hope that helps you, so when you do a portrait, that your features, such as your nose, looks more like a nose. Right, that's all for now. Happy practicing, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye now.